Greetings, Explorer families. This is Dr. Ike, the Executive Director of our Westlake Charter School.
And I'm Jessica Block, the K-8 principal.
And I'm Lila McIver, your principal over at Westlake Charter High School.
And I'm Felix Flores, your WAVE president.
And we are your Westlake Charter School podcast team, where we kind of take all 4 Westlake weeklies and cram them into a 1 month view. Let's do what we do. We dive in. We start with celebrations. We hit some big upcoming events. We talk through our core value awards, and then we end with the ways to get involved with WAVE. Team, what are you celebrating out there? What do you guys? Who's got the first celebration? Hand up or smile if you want to go first. Felix, you're smiling. You're going first. Oh wait, there goes Block. Block, you got a hand up. Go if you want to go.
Yes, I was going to celebrate this morning at 7:15 a.m. We had 4 buses here because we were just very busy this morning. We had half of our 4th graders went up to Coloma this morning. The other half went earlier in the week. And then we sent our 7th graders off to the California Academy of Science in San Francisco. So lots of kids showed up to school very early this morning, but it was just such a nice sight. We had like whole driveway was buses this morning, but it was great.
I love it.
And they're all
some field lessons. The 4th grade field lesson aligned to the California history standards is fantastic. I love that the Science Academy down in San Francisco is jumping with 7th grade. Yeah, what a great day for us. Hey, Felix, you got a celebration you want to play?
I can do that. So some of y'all may know WAVE hosts these kind of dinner fundraisers every once in a while at Chipotle or different places and restaurants to help us support basically WAVE events. And so last night, our Westlake families got super excited about Chipotle because they ended up spending within a 4-hour span from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. $2,000 at Chipotle. They ended up writing us a $400 check. That money is going directly into our International Festival to help supply for supplies and stuff. But everyone on the WAVE team this morning on the text message chain was like, whoa, like we have never seen this type of number outcome. We're like, Westlake loves their Chipotle. So
hey, absolutely. Yeah. The Ike family is all about the Chipotle guacamole, so a portion of that 2,000 went right here. Hey, McIver, you got a celebration?
Yes, stick with me because it's a funky celebration, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I'm celebrating being a high school principal because it is like the funkiest, like coolest gig ever. So I had a moment, I think it was earlier this week, I got to walk the halls here at Westlake Charter High School, and it was just this moment of like, wow, this is so cool. I went to Miss Firsty's art class and they were like doing this painting, and I was like, oh, it's really cool. And then I got to walk over and I walked into Domina Stamus's physics class and they're doing these hands-on roller coasters. I was like, wow, this is cool. And then I walked over to Brandon Rubens and they were like doing a monologue. I was like, wow, this is cool. And then I walked to Abby Bucci's legal studies class and they were talking about criminal defense. And it was just like, oh, wow. Well, like, how lucky am I that I get to walk and be present to see this experience of our students?
Yeah, I love that. High school's amazing because it does condense it all into one hallway. Whereas like in kindergarten, you're learning to read. You walk over to 3rd grade, now they're reading to learn. It's really, you see the continuum on K-8, a little different. High school, wow, what a fascinating hallway to walk. Hey, my celebration is a high school celebration too. I don't know if it's public yet, but we love to celebrate all the amazing places our students get accepted to. Last year, we had out of our 112 graduates, we were accepted to, I think, 82 prestigious universities and colleges across the nation. But this year, we have our very first Ivy League acceptance. So we have one of our amazing students whom we love, who's accepted to Cornell. And I just like to shout that from the rooftop. I think it's very exciting to see our students go all the places they could go, including college and career and military and family and business ownership, all the places they go when they leave here. But it's really cool that we get an Ivy Leaguer out of this graduating class. That's really exciting. So we've done celebrations, check that box. Let's dive in and do what we do and see what's coming up this month. Join me in a lightning round of upcoming events for the month of April. First one up is Monday, April 6th through Friday, April 10th is our K-12 College and Career Week.
And Friday, April 10th, the Westlake Charter High School prom guest passes are available.
Let's go.
On Friday, April 10th, Westlake Charter High School, we will be announcing our student council for the next coming year.
And switching to sports for a little bit, we got Explorers Hoops Basketball Academy happening on Saturday and Sunday, April 11th and 12th.
Yes, sir. And Monday, April 13th through Monday, April 20th, spring break and base is open, so that's really exciting.
And on Tuesday, April 21st, students return back to campus.
And on Tuesday, April 21st, our Westlake Charter High School prom ticket sales will begin for our juniors and our seniors.
Super exciting. All right, and then we have the Westlake and Wave Strategic Alignment Workshop. I don't know if we've come up with a cool acronym for that just yet, but we'll do something with it. The topic for April 22nd is fundraising, and we'll be at the K-8 library for that, and that starts at 5:30.
Love it. And Friday, April 24th is our K-12 Spirit Day. The Spirit Day is Culture Day, which lines up with the next event very well.
On Saturday, April 25th, from 2 to 5 p.m. is our 21st annual International Festival.
Whoop, whoop.
And on Monday, April 27th through Friday, May 1st, it will be Prom Spirit Week here at the high school.
And speaking of prom at the high school, we have our prom for juniors and seniors on Saturday, May 2nd. Very exciting.
Wow, what an action-packed, that was quite a list right there. What are you looking forward to most? Out of all of those amazing upcoming events, which is the one that you're like, oh, that's the one for me? Felix, I'm calling on you first. You get the pick of the litter. Which one of those events is your jam?
The DJ and me is always interested in how prom is going to go. I'm always like, how's the prom? What's the prom going to look like? Do we have a theme this year? Do we have a theme?
Well, yeah, what is the theme? What is the theme? Do we know, McIver, you know what the theme is for prom? Is it?
There is a theme, and I can't remember what it is right now. I was like, I can tell you where it is. I can tell you the date. I can tell you what you get, but you stumped me with the theme.
I'm sure it's Enchanted Paradise Garden something. There we go. We did it. We nailed it. We just came up with a theme. We'll text Abby Grimaldi right now and find out. Hey, Block, which event are you looking forward to the most?
I am super looking forward to College and Career Week. Over here at the high school, we have at the K-8 campus. We have a guest speakers come and talk about Career Day. So we have our 7th graders and our 3rd graders participate. We have guest speakers come in. I heard an aerospace engineer. I heard a NBA basketball coach experience. So people come and talk about their career options. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, I love it. How about you, McIver?
Man, I mean, I'm going to take International Festival. I can't believe nobody's taking it.
I can't believe it.
International Festival. I love it. I am just really looking forward to it. It's such a fun event as I get to go in two roles. I get to go as an administrator and be there, and then I get to go as a mom, and my family comes. So it's so fun. I just love wave events where I get to play both roles.
I love it. All right, well, you guys got prom, international, and college and career. I'll just take spring break. I'm looking for a little fun time in the sunshine. So, all right, well, just a quick lap around the core value of the month. You know, this month's core value is the core value of stewardship. You know, we demonstrate stewardship through positive decision-making, self-awareness, social awareness, digital citizenship. Block, do you already have one, a way that you see stewardship kind of manifesting on our school campus? You already got one?
I do. Miss Sanchez was telling me the other day that their class I said, hey, there's a lot of snack wrappers and things that kids put on the ground. And so part of their morning meeting on Tuesdays is they kind of head out and be like, hey, let's be stewards of our school and make it nice. So the kids brought that idea to her, and she's like, let's make that happen. So it is great to see on Tuesday mornings.
I love that. I love it. McIver, you got one for us?
Yes, I am celebrating our LINK program and our LINK leaders for the core value of stewardship. stewardship. It is really the program. We have juniors and seniors who are link leaders, who really welcome and onboard new students. But it's become so much more than that. They really become stewards of our school throughout the school year, helping ninth graders. I'm going to give a shout out. Trivia night. They were here to welcome families to the high school. They come for tour nights. It was so great. There was a moment they were walking a family back to the Commons, and one kid said, it's really a vibe here. And it was a very sweet moment to see our link leaders really being stewards of our school.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'll lay one down too. But I think this whole idea of stewardship being one of our definitions for stewardship is solving problems by lending a helping hand. And we have had a problem for years trying to get coaches for our after-school Explore Athletics program, which is our intramural athletics program in middle school. And here we have these coaches coming down, lending a helping hand, helping us solve that problem. And those coaches, of course, are students at our high school who are on having a period of being a TA or an athletic TA. So I just love that stewardship right there. And Felix, do you have a way to express stewardship that you've seen on campus or around the town?
Yeah, actually, we'll give a shout out to Mrs. Street's class. I happened to be looking at the Friday folders this month and saw that they had like a kindness bingo that they were doing with the second graders, and there were so many blocks on there that just represented this core value, and some of them were just exactly like looking to help a friend out, looking at ways to make the classroom this way or safer or whatever. Like, I thought it was really cool. I was like, all right, like this is some great just cultural values to put out there for the kids in a fun way.
Yeah, I love it. Shout out to Mrs. Street right there. Okay, friends, let's wrap it up with the best part of the show. Ways to get involved with WAVE with our amazing WAVE president, Felix Flores. What's some ways to get involved with WAVE, man?
Yeah, we are in the uptick. As you may have been in an earlier podcast, I'm like, oh, what are you doing? A little bit of a planning phase in it. Like, we are in it now in the last few months. And so the big kind of flagpole events that we have going on are our International Festival. We're obviously looking for families to get involved, both from the attendance point of view, so make sure you get your pre-sale tickets, as well as to some booths. We actually have some booth spots open if anyone's interested in kind of showing off their culture, the diversity. Speak to us. We're able to help you out in any capacity that you're willing to. We have Staff Appreciation Week coming up the week of May 4th, if I'm not mistaken. And that will be a week of celebrating our administrators and teachers and staff for all the hard work that they do. And so we're always looking for parents to come in and kind of help us out in doing that as well. And then the last plug I'll make is that we have our elections, which I was almost kicking myself for not putting it on the list of dates, on April 30th. And so we're going to have our elections being held at the Kate Library at 6 p.m. on April 30th. We'll be able to do that during our WAVE board elections. People can vote. I'm super excited for that. Nominations are due by April 10th. So folks got one more week to kind of self-nominate or nominate someone else that they'd like into it. And then the last thing I'll put out there is that we are always looking for volunteers in different ideas and capacities they want to support. We've had some parents who've just brought in some cool ideas and say, hey, we can integrate that with our trivia night. We can integrate that with our, movie night. We can do that in different ways. And so we just continue to encourage our parents to reach out to us at wavewcs@gmail.com or on our Instagram or Facebook so that we can be able to get them involved.
All right, that's a good wrap on the show right there. We got ways to get involved with WAVE. We've got all of our core value celebrations and big upcoming events. Thanks for doing what you do, families. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Thanks for listening. And as always,
let's explore.